Hey.
Hi.
Dude, look how high tech this shit is.
What is it?
It's the other Craig.
Oh.
Yeah, so your question of what was it again?
Oh yeah. So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
They all have weapons. Donatello has a bow, Raphael has sais, Michelangelo has nunchucks, and you got Leo, who has katanas. Question is that, did he ever kill anybody in the series? He must have. Well, you can't just use fucking katanas for putting him through the ceiling and then fucking jumping. Stupid.
Well, yeah, no, that was after all the people started getting mad about it. No, he definitely killed all them fucking foot soldiers, who also happen to be children at the same time.
So he's a mass murderer, but people think it's... But he's dancing with Vanilla Ice, so it's cool.
It is, but also think about it. Would those children have had a future?
Yes. Everyone gets a second chance.
Well, rejected them, you know.
Wait a second, that ginger fuck Danny got a fucking second chance.
Yeah,
he helped that shit-eating rat.
That's because his dad's a big cracker at the wheel factory. I mean, the spin factory. Christ, I can't English today. Yeah, no, Danny gets a pass because A, he's a ginger and therefore has no soul, and also I don't think he's that dude's kid to begin with. But
really?
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ, I forgot to hit the button. No, would Danny even pass the Kung Fu training anyway? Or was he more of like a, instead of a foot soldier like to get killed, was he more like a foot scout?
He was a bitch. Well, he was a white boy fucking stealing shit. He wasn't fucking, he wasn't gonna like stand the test in terms of fighting or that ring-a-dingy bell thing that they did in the second one and shit. Oh. He was just one of those guys that's just like, oh, let me fucking like he's part of the Oliver Twist gang. They just kind of pickpocket around and just kind of blend in. Even though Danny was wearing the same shirt the entire fucking movie.
Yeah, he's a stinky oniony motherfucker too, and he's sleeping in the sewers long enough for fucking penicillin to grow on a Domino's pizza. Now, granted, it's already half mold as it is, but the point still stands. Yeah, he can change the whole time from sunrise to sunset. So that kind of questions, how long was the movie anyway? Or didn't they spend like a month out in the woods or something like that?
I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question.
That one. But yeah, so once again, that stands that, this stinky motherfucker, because he hasn't been home the whole time, obviously. So yeah, if they're out in the woods for a month, so is he in their foot den, eating moldy ass pizza.
Wait a second, wasn't the headquarters of the Foot Clan at the dump?
I don't know. It was on the corner of Eastman and Laird. That's all I could tell you. You'll find what you need there. But
I hear you. But
I think he left the headquarters from the dump. It had to have been nearby.
Well, no, because you can see the fucking dump mountains in the back. So he's like, welcome to our headquarters. I'm like, my God, this is your fucking headquarters? The goddamn dump? Get yourself a train, Togi, and meet me in the yard in about like 2 minutes.
Oh,
like, okay, yeah. Great.
The Secret of the Ooze. Oh, yeah, of course we the dumps.
I've been totally concentrating on Secret of the Ooze for some reason. I'm just all over the place.
You just want to go ninja rap with Professor Jordan. My man.
Fuck. Is that his fucking name? The fucking British guy?
Sure.
That fucking big ass Daisy when the ooze like got in the fucking flowers and shit. That freaked me the fuck out when I was a kid. I was like, oh my god, what the fuck is this? Why is he like tearing it and sniffing it and shit like that? Dandelions.
The crunch of his breaking just that bone of the dandelion.
These are some fucking Audrey 2 motherfuckers over here.
Yeah, we gotta kind of keep this in the rap there off, Freddy.
Right.
Freddy's just a dingbat too.
Freddy. My man Freddy.
He was the cable guy. He was the assistant that was also a foot soldier. He looked like a schlub, so again, I don't know how he passed the ringing bell test. Honestly, I think that test was set up just because they didn't want Kino to get in there. They didn't want a true blue Asian in the gang that knew actual kung fu martial arts. He's just making it look bad.
No, you do bring up a good point, because in order to get in the foot, you have to pass the ring bell test, right?
And I don't think everybody did.
No, they all cheated, and fucking their parents got him in for fucking free. That's bullshit, man. Fucking entitled motherfuckers getting into the Foot goddamn clan.
They were just huge supporters of the Foot Clan, and eventually became part of the family.
Don't try to justify this shit, man. This is wrong. They need to pass the ringy belly test.
Well, tell that to
Get yourself a train, Doggy, and meet me in the yard. Fucking half hour.
Also, if you see Tatsu out there, deliver him this message. Shut it. Fucking hell.
What a great actor. A man that says very few words.
He doesn't
have such a big impact.
Dude, you don't understand the impact of awesome Asian bad guys. These are the guys that are always like the second tier henchmen right before, like, if it's a snivelly big boss, like, say Paul Giamatti. You know how you have a big heavy guy that the hero has to fight. And then there's usually always some awesome Asian bad guy who's right before that fight. So the story goes.
So you're saying that Tatsu is the sub-boss.
What were we doing again? Yes, Tatsu was supposed to be a sub-boss, but they ended up making him Snively. You're right. Because then he was subservient to Toka and Razor.
Yeah.
And he didn't get Tatsu. I honestly wish Tatsu was able to do something except beat up that one ginger kid.
Well, he did get a couple of shots at Casey Jones, and he threw that cool ass fucking smoke bomb down Ninja Vanish.
The powder egg.
Yeah.
Oh, God, you're right. And yeah,
he's like the glorified supervisor of the like the biggest babysitter ever. Go play and have fun.
Don't bother me. Yeah, he's the what do you call it? Yeah, it's like the not quite the warden, but the sub assistant to the warden.
Proctor from Police Academy.
Oh God, no! Don't bring that guy up. He was always getting abused, poor bastard. Not so much.
He was manipulated, but you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. But you keep bringing your ass back to the Blue Oyster Bar, like an idiot. Like, why? You've seen this bar. You have been to this fucking bar 6 goddamn movies in a row. You gotta know something's going on. It's Mahoney.
Well, I mean, he's got a punch card.
I guess. Wow, we went from if Leonardo from the Turtles killed somebody to fucking 1 and 2 of the movies to fucking, what were we just talking about?
You filling out your punch card at the Blue Oyster Bar.
Yeah, to Police Academy.
Under the name Proctor, yep.
Proctor.
Don Proctor.
I'd be Tackleberry Proctor. Or whatever.
Shit.
Okay, so
you're more like Hook.
If you had to pick a Police Academy character, who would you be and why?
Well, obviously I'm Mahoney.
Okay.
But I Barbara Leslie Barbara, one of them, or whatever the fuck Bobcat was.
Zed.
Sure.
Jesus. I figured you'd be Jonesy, the guy with all the sound effects.
Sure. But the thing is, people like Jonesy.
Oh.
Yeah, I got time for my bullshit.
Well then you'd be Captain Harris or whatever.
Oh, yeah. You just want to see my head up a horse's ass. I'm more like Commandant Lassard, if anything. I'm just like, God, I have to be here. I kind of don't really want to be. You guys just keep me out of it. And get blowjobs. Fucking.
Lights, please.
Let's all go outside for a cigarette or lunch and perhaps a cigarette.
Oh shit! Yeah, those movies were fun. Yeah, they made way too many of those movies, but it's just, I don't know. They could have stopped at 4, you know, or 2,
maybe 2.
Yeah.
Why did they all have to go to Moscow?
Oh my God, that's right. Yeah. They fucking did. Yeah, why did they? They're fucking the Police Academy from New York or something like that.
Yeah. Or Poughkeepsie exists.
It was bad enough when they went, you know, for the 5th one, they went down to Miami Beach. And the whole point was so Commandant Lassard can be in the Hall of Fame or something like that.
Put a New York cop be in the Miami Hall of Fame. Sounds right.
I don't know. Why would a football player be in a Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio?
I don't know. Because he's in Canton, Ohio. What is being touched on the computer? Hello.
What?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
That popped up on the computer saying, like, we're ready to open some zip files. Like, no.
What's your next command?
Right? Commanding master.
Oh my goodness.
Like, oh no. Hey, Clifford.
Oh no.
It's the paperclip named Clifford. Where would you like me to clicky next, master?
Oh my.
Mm-hmm.
Tee-hee.
Alright. So let me ask you this question. I've been having this question running through my head all day, and I've actually been waiting to ask you this. So I didn't even want to ask your permission. I'm just going to ask you. Do you know, or what do you feel about the difference between a good bad movie and a bad movie? And do you think people can tell the difference? Because
yeah, well, yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'll just preface it. Like, we have debates all the time about movies that are so bad, and you know, you have the ones that are so bad they're bad, as in they shouldn't have been made. Then there's ones that are so bad that they're good, and we're glad that they were made with incompetence. And then you got what I consider a good movie, which is one with actual like production value, trying to be a bad movie, like a good bad, which usually never works out. You know, so it's in the good movie or bad movie category. It's a fucking magical wonderland if you just tiptoe.
Well, I think but unfortunately, it's all a matter of opinion. You know, because
I'm asking yours, I guess.
No. It really all depends, because a bad movie to me can be it's so bad it's good enough to watch and make fun of for you, as an example. Like you know, I mean, it just like what's his name? Rhymes with Ryelon. Fucking his library is completely horrendous. I tell him that to his face, and I'm here all the time. And you know, there are bad movies that are, I mean, majority are just absolutely bad. Like highly
But you keep bringing up that old fucking peanut, dude. Like,
I know.
Unless you keep opening that scab, you know.
Tough.
Oh.
Fuck. But then there's movies like Terrifier, or is that what it's called? The fucking clown movie.
Oh, the insanely ridiculous clown movie where they saw that broad in half.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's one of those movies that we can consider as a bad movie, but someone may consider as a classic. So it just all depends on who's fucking what category people watch. Oh yeah, well, I guess to make a long story short, it's all about a trial and error. It's like they throw shit on the wall and see if it sticks. So there are some bad movies that you can make fun of, like The Leprechaun and fucking The Never-Ending Story, but there are just some movies like.
How was your fun of The Never-Ending Story? But anyway, continue.
The Never-Ending Story 3. I should have been more specific.
Oh, you're fine. But yeah, so making movies like no, you're fine. I'm so many things going on right now. Oh my god, you wouldn't believe just crazy shit.
Yes, yeah, I would. I mean, so White Chocolate's playing a game and he's dying. So yes, I can believe that.
Why you gotta blow up my spot like that?
Why you gotta blow up my spot?
No, but I totally get it. Where there's movies that need to be made fun.
Yes.
But
But it's a joy.
Go ahead.
It's a joy to make fun of them too. It's like, as long as you got people in the room, it's just a better experience, I guess. It really it all boils down in terms of what the company that you're with as well. If you're watching it by yourself, you're an absolute freak, and why the fuck are you watching a bad movie? But if you're watching it with like 4 or 5 people, so.
Yeah. Usually sad jag-outs named Travis. That's the general description of those. So that would actually, I would say, classify it as a good bad movie. It's a bad movie that would be terrible while you're all by yourself, but it's good when you're with friends. It's not exactly something you put on a Sunday afternoon and smoke your corncob pipe, like say Last House on the Left or something. I'm not saying that's a bad movie, but just saying that's a movie on a Sunday afternoon. Anyway, but yeah, there's movies that you can enjoy, solo, like Shawshank Redemption, LA Confidential, RoboCop, great Sunday matinees. But yeah, so then you got your good bad movies, again, the shit movies that you can watch with your friends or with like-minded company. Sometimes you have to pay for it. Pay a lot for it. You have that. But then, so under your rule, or I can't think of the word right now, can't English. What would you consider a bad movie? Like one that's just I swear to God, I'm gonna bash Ryelon over the head with another whiskey bottle.
Highlander 5.
No, not the actual movie. No, your definition. I'm sorry, I should clarify. Dingus.
Oh, right. One that absolutely doesn't have. I mean, one that I just simply can't follow a fucking plot on. Period. And one that I can't even customize in terms of following a plot on. That's right. A bad movie. So when I'm seeing, I don't know, Highlander 5, I can't make fun of this movie. I've lost total interest. I'm not going to waste fucking 3 hours of my life to even procrastinate in terms of making fun of this movie. It's awful, and I'm just kind of torturing myself. Now, again, if there is certain features like, there's a fucking, like the Leprechaun, that stupid rap song that they made that took 2 or 3 people to make, that's what
Bruce, yes.
Yeah, that's a really good bad movie. Now, it's one of those movies that I may never see again.
Yes, again.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God. No, I'm done.
Yes, we're gonna watch Leprechaun the Hood again one of these days. Not today.
Well, what would you consider a bad movie?
Oh God. Remember that movie we watched with all the hillbillies were had like a 20-minute speech about how they're not going to let the zombies ruin their lives, and they're going to go out there and fight them, and they all just kind of hooted and hollered, and there was the guy with the the dynamite throwing it out of his Buick Century. He blew himself up, and the cross-dressing head zombie who killed a busload of children.
This is a very, very good description. What is it again?
Honestly, I'm making it sound way more awesome than it is.
Right. Like, you remember that thing in the movie, and it had
that
cross-dressing zombie.
They go, ooh, a zombie, and they're like, all of a sudden, they had like backwards Mario controls, like they got hit with a lightning bolt, careen right off a cliff, which is honestly the best part of that whole fucking movie. Oh, and the other thing, the other thing, when the guy throwing the dynamite throws it to his, from his car, he's driving around a parking lot full of zombies, just chucking dynamite left and right, throws one over his car, and it rolls back into his car, and he fucking blows up. And other than that, just one of the worst.
To be fair, the way you're describing it makes me want to see it. Oh, it's Boarding House? Never fucking mind.
Oh, God, no, don't bring that up. Say it 2 more times so we can watch it again.
No,
bring old Big Bad in here. So...
Yes, he is the one that made that stupid suggestion. Guys, you're going to fucking love it. I gave it, personally, 3 thumbs up. I'm like, okay, well, we'll trust you. Oh, yeah, it was awful. I think we probably should have just skipped to the end. Watch the first 5 minutes and then watch the last 5 minutes. And that's our fucking our opinions on the movie. That's awful.
Watch you know what the first 5 and the last 5 are?
Yes, they're fucking those little Morse code things that just go on.
Yeah, don't do that. That's terrible. I should have just let people do that.
That was hilarious, man.
Oh. No, it wasn't, because you weren't there, so don't even fucking play like that. I remember. I may have smoked myself fucking amnesiac, but I remember.
Well, technically I was there. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you were there in spirit. I was channeling your grouchy ass.
I was there, I think, in the last minute. I didn't catch the beginning, thank God. But, I mean, I regret watching the...
You cut the other hour 25, so...
Yeah, so it just kills me.
By the morning, let's go ahead and pick up your copy today. Go ahead and pick up the extended 4-hour edition. If your name is and or rhymes with John and or Browser. Ah, fuck! I did it twice. Don't say it again.
Didn't they make a second movie as well?
No, who cares? I don't know. No one wants to know these things. If you give it, if you mention it, it gives it life.
What's that, Boarding House?
Yeah. Ah!
What? Look at you!
Making a sequel to it? Who knows?
Making a sequel. Fuck, well, they're making every other goddamn movie. Remake or sequel or...
See, now that goes into the fucking... That, for me, goes into that good, bad deuce territory where it's... So, earlier I was having a debate with a very, very tall gentleman about movies that are made bad on purpose versus stupid movies that became cult classics. And I don't know, I won't rehash that, but I kind of came across, I guess, where there's purposely terrible, or there's movies that were just made like incompetence made it, like some of that fucking weirdo Tommy, The Room, where it's just a movie incompetently made that became a cult classic, versus where like Samurai Cop 2, where they purposely made a bad movie to try and emulate the same dumb shit that original dumb movie was. It's like the difference where if you remember watching America's Funniest Home Videos, where you had the really funny shit that just happened. You just happen to watch a kid get fucking a frisbee to the face or something while he's in the yard. That's hilarious shit. But then you have the stuff that's like staged. Like staged accidents versus like something like an actual performance. If that makes sense. So you have shit like terrible fucking I was telling you the other day about like that one Tromo movie where they made it in 2 parts, where the first one was an actual movie and the second one was just shitty fan service. Well, I don't know. Like that just ruins a lot of shit, man.
I could think of 2 movies off the top of my head that were probably made to be shitty movies. One of them was Snakes on a Plane.
Yeah, okay, that one's pure fan service.
And the other one that became a cult classic and is one of my favorites, Big Trouble in Little China.
Was Big Trouble in Little China meant to be terrible?
I mean, look at it.
I don't know, man. I was bad.
Let me explain this. Let me explain the movie to you. I know you know the movie, but the way I'm gonna maybe describe it, hopefully it may influence you. So you got a fucking truck driver, Kurt Russell, who talks like fucking the Duke. You know, hey, blah blah blah. And then he's hanging around in Chinese San Francisco playing fucking cards at 3:00 in the morning. Then he goes to pick up his buddy's girlfriend who has green eyes. There's a fucking gang who has power and glory glasses on that kidnap her. And then you have the reporter that Kurt Russell's like, you know, hitting on at the airport for some reason. Then they're fucking, you know, instead of like calling the cops like normal human beings, they go down to his friend's fucking Chinese restaurant and just start eating sushi or whatever, as Kurt Russell's character is calling his insurance company because his fucking truck is stolen. So then it went from like, oh, my girlfriend, fiance is being kidnapped, to I need my fucking truck, so I need to get the hell out of here. Then the news reporter bitch stumbles and bumbles her fucking way into the restaurant. Don't mind me, it's just me, Gracie Law. She had to fucking announce her name in a third-party content. That's the stupidest thing ever. And then you got fucking John Wayne. Hey, you know, I want some answers, partner. And then they started talking about all these ghosts and goblins, and before you know it, they got gangs in red and yellow turbans, and you're running over Shang Tsung, fighting fucking Raiden and shit like that. And then you fucking like go to the Shang Tsung's area. Apparently the green eye bitch got fucking kidnapped and was selling it for prostitution. Then they go there, fucking Kurt Russell's dressed up in a ridiculous whatever. Hey, you know, I want a girl with green eyes. Or what, I don't know, I'm fucking his character up. But then they go there, they stumble upon Shang Tsung. Shang Tsung apparently is an old man who needs a bitch with green eyes. And in order to open the Mortal Kombat realm, he needs to fucking like suck the blood out of this bitch. Finds out the other bitch, Gracie Law, is a fucking green-eyed bitch too. And then they all get kidnapped, fucking dunked in water. They all fucking like are fighting the guys with the red turbans. And then all of a sudden, you know, it's ridiculous. Absolutely fucking, it just gets stupider after that.
Honestly, that's what made the whole movie fucking amazing for me. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, because as a kid, it just felt like an adventure. Like, that's what, you know, Jack Burton did. And not to downplay, like, I guess you took it a lot more seriously than I did as a kid.
No, I didn't. I know, because I said from the beginning that I liked this movie. But I don't think, but the question was it treated as like a serious movie? And the answer is no.
It was never meant to be a serious movie. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
Well, so to refine that question then, because I think we went off on a tangent. A movie made a movie made bad on purpose. Other than, besides a movie to be taken seriously, I mean, come on, Big Trouble's not going to win awards. It's not meant to win. It's meant to be an awesome. It's an entertainment product. But
hence not taken seriously.
Right, and it's not taken seriously. But then you have shit like, God, I am going to say this, like fucking Star Wars in the past couple of years, where it's like, you know, these movies are just commercials. They're just like, yeah, you like Star Wars, or you and or someone you know may have liked Star Wars, so you're going to like this and buy it. And, you know, so it's just like, just vehicles to push shit instead of actually pushing a story. More about the message.
I personally don't like the new Star Wars stuff. I think they're really going to the well way too often.
Yeah.
It's been dried up for 20 or 30 years. But you got such a fan base that, and they're, the sad part too is that they're diehard Star Wars fans, and they'll watch anything that says. I mean, you can throw like a fucking
Ewoks on it, and they'll watch it. Like we did for 80s, whatever.
You can shit in a bag and label it Star Wars, and not only will they watch it for 2 hours, but then they'll want like autographs and all that stuff from the person who take a shit and fucking like put it on theater. It's obnoxious, to be honest with you.
Do you think they could sell like Baby Yoda used diapers?
Easily.
Baby Yoda or soiled ones?
Yep.
You know how you make that? That shit doesn't even exist, and people will fucking buy that.
Well, because do you know how many collectors are out there that are collecting like every shitty piece of Star Wars? Just there's a bunch of those people, man. Fucking hobbyists.
Oh, well, that's beyond hobbyists, dude. That's people with too much fucking money.
Yep.
Yeah, guys,
too much time.
He's like those in the 80s when the old ladies that built shrines to Elvis.
Yes.
Same level of fanaticism, and they just changed fan base.
Yeah, like Sweat Spot. Oh my God, I saw Elvis in a burger.
Exactly.
I saw Elvis when I was sweating on a couch. Look at the print. Yeah, yeah. It's like the equivalent of a Bigfoot sighting. All of a sudden, it's just like, look, the guy's dead. Let him honky in peace. See the honky tonk man. He's alive.
Yeah, I honestly legit thought Honky Tonk Man was Elvis. Like,
yeah.
Here's the thing. So this was like 4 or 5, and the only thing I learned how to read or was allowed to really knew. So I honestly had a belief that Elvis, what may have been alive, just kind of roaming the woods somewhere, letting the world think he's dead until he can quell the beast inside him. And Bat Boy and all the others. So to say that Elvis may have been the Honky Tonk Man, he just changed his identity, was plausible at the time. Can't see me shrugging.
Well, for a 5, yeah, I can just envision you shrugging. But I mean, for a 5-year-old, yeah, that's obviously believable. And I don't, if we're going to wrestling or whatever, I really wish that they would just go back to gimmicks. I just, especially if you're going to be concentrating on a demographic between 5 to 13 or 15. I don't know. I mean, who's the most famous person that you can think of? Who's the most famous wrestler that always keeps coming back and everyone loves?
Doink the Clown.
Well, and the second runner-up, it's The Undertaker. Mm-hmm. And the reason why is because, he did all this amazing shit and he evolved and all this other stuff. Just cool character. No one gives a fuck about Mark Calloway. Everyone cares about The Undertaker. Oh. And, just...
Right. But you're saying with gimmicks, I see what you're saying. Yeah, they didn't come to see Mark Calloway. But, you know what I mean? Like, if you give someone a gimmick, you have to also give them hope.
Absolutely. Of course. It's got to make sense. It's got to be a build-up.
Because, like, you look at something like the Boogeyman, other than whatever angle, I can't remember a fucking angle he did. I'm pretty sure, though, hold on, before you bring one up, I'm pretty sure one involved The Undertaker, one involved Kane, so one involved scary people, and him just scaring crap their female counterpart. Other than that, he had no hope of advancing. He just, whatever, and that's fine. If that's all he was meant to be, then that's cool as hell. But yeah, somebody like Eugene.
All right. Now, I'm interested where this is going.
Eugene just has no hope. I want to give him hope that, he might one day become WWE champion, but nah, man, there's too much big mean bullies there. So poor little Eugene he just wasn't gonna cut it, I mean, he did beat Kurt Angle, so that was pretty neat. He got to beat his hero. But other than that, what else did he have beyond that? It's almost like being proud of working at a truck stop in some other town for $9 an hour all your life. as if that's your best hope. So,
well, gimmicks like that, I think, are going to be short term. I mean, you can switch it up and all that stuff, but you know, and the beauty part too is that with gimmicks, you don't necessarily have to be the world champion in order to be recognized. Fucking Jake the Snake is a perfect example. Fucking guy with, you know, just carrying a bag full of, you know, a bag of snake or whatever.
A bag of snake, yeah. A bag
of snakes on a plane, and then fucking all he, you know, he was more famous for his promos and you know, just the intros that he did, and he never wore a belt.
Yeah.
You know? So,
but see, his gimmick had hope because you're right. He didn't need a fucking belt because he carried his shit. Go back. He just didn't need a belt. He was just that good. Like, I mean, and I know I'm saying this through nostalgia goggles, but even then, like, as a kid, it was just accepted that, hey, Hogan had the belt and Macho was there, and you know, Jake would sometimes be bad, sometimes be good, and then DiBiase and his cronies were there, you know, and you always could count on Heenan to be up to some mischievous shit. But Jake had hope. He transcended the belt. Like, there's a lot of guys, like, to be honest, they never. I don't know. Maybe it was a stigma with the Fed that those guys just didn't have hope because how could they against Hogan? Who's gonna take the belt from Hogan? You know, so I guess where that comes from, because I look, well, to compound that, I was gonna say, you look at stuff like Earthquake, you know, okay, Earthquake was fucking awesome, but my first memory of him was his Hogan feud, and so I thought he was this big scary dude, and once he got beat, that was it. We never heard from him again. But in reality, well, amazing,
right?
For anything, you got belt, so.
In my opinion, it wasn't people like winning the belt from Hogan. Obviously, you know,
just having the belt. I'm just saying to have a future, like to transcend it. But sorry, go ahead.
Well, the whole purpose of like an Earthquake or of a Yokozuna.
Yes, elevated.
Correct.
Oh, yeah, no, because
you got the face of the company, Golden Goose, and yeah, I mean, you're not going to have a Jake the Snake or Earthquake. I mean, you may have them winning the belt, but not too long. Okay. It's just a way to put asses in seats,
right?
And you know, and you look at this roster, and the purpose of them going up in terms of hope is who can make money with Hogan, who is best for Hogan,
right? Like, yeah, so that's a whole different, I guess, mindset. So I'm sorry, it's steering that in that direction. I'm going to revise my submission of Earthquake. I'm going to raise you a Tugboat. Tugboat was the Eugene of his generation.
Oh my.
Eugene succeeded more than fucking Tugboat. Tugboat had to turn heel just to have some kind of relevance.
I agree. But yeah, but you just said it. Tugboat turned into Typhoon, and fucking Eugene could have easily become, you know, instead of a challenge.
No, you couldn't. Exactly. Because what's he gonna do? Say he was pretending the whole time? No, that's horrible. No.
No, you can do that. That Kevin Spacey movie. They could have easily fucking done it. Absolutely.
Right.
That's the most heelish thing ever, because you're looking at 5-year-olds going, "Oh my God, he's just like me," and then all of a sudden he's like straight walking and talking, then flipping him off and saying "fuck you." That's beautiful. They could have easily fucking done that. It could have been the biggest heel now I think about it. God, I'm getting excited.
Jesus, put your banana back down. But it's nudging me. It's all mushy. But no, that they could have done the Kevin Spacey thing. However, he would have got fucking roasted because you got plebes that would be like, "They're making fun of people." Was like, it's a character on a show, but you got people who think that show is real, and so then they get insulted once they get the memo and figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, the only way he could have done it was just to come back as another character. I guess Eugene would have been whatever. But you're right, yeah.
Well,
another character, but like down the line where.
Go
ahead.
Oh no, God, I'm sorry, Kel.
No, you're fine.
Well, I was gonna say, Austin brings up a good point. What if he got hit in the head with fucking Newton's apple and shit, and then fucking like all of a sudden became smart and like normal, and fucking was smarter than Damien Sandow. Or he teamed up with Damien Sandow as like some sort of servant or... Yeah, there's all kinds of opportunities you can fucking think of. And we just thought about this in like 5 fucking minutes. And this stupid creative team takes 6 fucking years to do anything. If they do it.
I bust him for Soma's guy. Yeah, I think you're right. I think down the line, maybe that could have happened. It says Bruce. Which Bruce? I think it's Bruce.
I don't know. You gotta go back to simplicity, man. I think they don't know their audience. They think that they have the memories of gnats. They overthink everything. But that's when you have like 30,000 fucking writers and all their hands are in this big old cookie jar, right?
Yeah.
And it confuses the fuck out of everybody. And then, you know, they have pressures in terms of like writing a goddamn show every week and then having the boss tear it up in front of their face about 2 minutes before the goddamn show starts. That's crazy. I would have never, I could never work fucking there. He's just going to fucking tear up anyways. I might as well just have a blank piece of paper.
No, you gotta have something on the paper. The scary part is when they actually read it and put it in commission. I'm pretty sure, you know. But you're right. Why even bother putting effort into it if they're just gonna rip it up the fuck anyway and just gonna have to write it again on the... Yeah, I hate it. I always hated bosses like that. Well, same with you.
I mean, there's really simple ways to build up someone. You know, as a heel, someone that's rich and looks down on people, someone that's smug and looks down on people, someone that has better bodies and like, you fat fucking slob. You know, just go back to that. And then fucking baby faces. Baby faces are kind of hard because I don't know if you could be like a, you know, fucking true, oh, hey, look at me, I love everything kind of baby face, right? It's got to be like edgy, like a Stone Cold or whatever. Like
right. Everything's not believable. Everyone's so cynical anymore. Like, you have the guy who's genuinely there to just compete and be champion. They're like, nah, man, you have a hidden agenda or some shit.
Yeah, exactly.
So no one will ever get behind that character because they're waiting for the more perfect the character, the bigger the downfall needed to turn the guy.
Yep.
You know, so like Mark Henry, I mean, he was such a clean cut, squeaky, you know, just nice, awesome guy, and then he had that affair, and he had a hat for a son, and that changed him. I can't. Sorry.
No, don't be. Let it all out.
She gave birth to a fucking head. Oh god, I'm dying.
Yep. That's a handful, so yeah, what are you gonna do?
You're funny.
Gotta give the man applause.
For sure, he's born to hand jive, baby.
Oh, did you say hand job or hand jive?
Hand jive, you fucking sick pervert.
I'm the sick pervert. I didn't marry Hand.
What the fuck is Andrew Zarian? Oh, did I just give somebody a plug? Fuck that guy. Anywho, I'm gonna go and take my allergy meds and go at some point.
That's good.
Unless you want to keep going.
I don't care.
I'm not. I feel deflated. I'm trying to think of what else. I don't know where else to go other than give birth to a fucking hand.
I mean, where do you go from there? It's hard.
Wow, shit. Let me go pull up the business notes. Hang on.
There's business notes?
Hang on, yeah.
What?
Yeah, here we go. Conversation notes. Number 1, losing enthusiasm for a franchise. Number 2, when you should call it quits. And top right number 3, Don Reynolds explains Roadhouse.
Wait a second, why didn't I get these notes?
Man, they're there in the village business paperwork that you get.
I don't
Mr. Reynolds.
I don't look at my fucking memos and emails.
You need to look at the memos and the emails, Mr. Reynolds.
I don't have goddamn time. Fucking white chocolate memos. I don't have time for this shit. It's just, I I can't. All right, I'm just walking in. I'm doing it on the fly, man. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. So that's fucking hilarious. I was supposed to explain Roadhouse. The whole fucking movie is Roadhouse.
Yeah, the movie that you made up in your own fucking brain. So
everyone knows that. It's a classic. Only clowns like you don't know Roadhouse.
Whatever. That's just like your opinion, man. So
going back to the good bad movies, then.
Yeah, that one's a piece of shit. So
you didn't even watch it, you fucking asshole.
It doesn't exist. No one knows of or ever heard of Stupid Road Face. Okay.
You looked at the fucking trailer. See, even Rob knows. Terry Funk was fucking in there. Terry fucking Funk.
Yeah, Rob's a fucking traitor and a liar and should be given more punishment for betraying his brother. Satanist over there.
It had Sam Elliott in there.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You can explain all this shit next time.
Some other time. Just, I have fucking notes. I didn't even get handed notes. You have the notes. I'm supposed to explain it on the fly. That's hilarious.
Okay. If you would actually replace the binder clips instead of taking them home,
no,
I could clip them to your forehead with a thumb.
I have a ritual. I can't
because you.
I need binders. I need printers.
Printers.
Old school.
That's right. Bring ink.
Bring file wallet.
Bring file. Bring wallet. Alright. Alright, cool. And chop the scene. And yeah, we're good. You can call it, Austin. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I'm just because I gotta something to eat. I'm feeling like faint.
Yep.
Okay, is it done? Is Craig done? Jerk. You know how many times I have to fucking